The Texas Revolution by Taylor Stribel. The entire cause of the Texas Revolution was a simple farmer who bought a piece of land from Spain. Moses Austin wanted a piece of land to call his own, so he bought territory in what is modern-day Texas but was owned by Mexico. But when Mexico declared its independence from Spain in 1821, the agreement with Austin meant nothing. Shortly after this event, in 1821, Stephen Austin traveled to Mexico City to ask for permission to start a new colony. It took almost a whole year to grant permission, but once he did, he invited 297 families to live in his new colony. They are referred to as the Great 300. The new colony attracted many people from America to come and live there, but having to live so close to the Tejanos, people began to run into trouble. Tejanos are people of Spanish descent that consider Texas to be their home. Since all political documents were in Spanish, the Texans couldn't read them and felt as if they were being wrongly informed, so Austin went to the Mexican government to ask for a change. Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, the Mexican president, also known as Santa Anna, agreed to almost all of Austin's documents, but when he learned of a letter that Austin had written stating that his colony would break away from Mexico if changes weren't made, Santa Anna was enraged. This was a rebellion. Austin was jailed for almost a whole year, and the Texans became furious. The Texans came together and decided to put Sam Houston in charge of the Texas Army to lead the revolt against Mexico. The Texans were now ready to rebel and spoke more freely of rebellion. Santa Anna sent troops to Mexico to gun them down. In 1835, Mexican troops marched toward the town of Gonzales with orders to seize a cannon that said, "Come and take it." The Mexican troops failed to retrieve the cannon and 2 months later were driven out of the Alamo in San Antonio. Angered by these insults, Santa Anna and 6,000 troops headed towards Texas. On February 23, 1836, Santa Anna's troops surrounded San Antonio and the next day began their attack on the Alamo. For 12 violent days, the Texans held off the Mexicans. On the 13th day, Santa Anna ordered 1,800 troops to storm the fortress. This was met with a hailstorm of cannon and gunfire. Then suddenly the battle got deadly silent and the Texans had run out of ammunition. Only 5 Texan men remained standing. The Battle of the Alamo was over, and soon after Santa Anna had the 5 Texan captives executed. The Texans, in defeat, retreated east, and the size of their army doubled. Now, 800 angry men were prepared to fight for freedom. The Mexican troops caught up with them at the San Jacinto River. With the stillness of death, Houston's troops surrounded the Mexican army until they broke out with rifles ready, screaming, "Remember the Alamo." Within 18 minutes, the Texans had wiped out over half the Mexican army, and Santa Anna was forced to sign a peace treaty declaring Texas its independence. In September of 1836, the Texans raised a flag with a single star on it and adopted the nickname the Lone Star Republic. Sam Houston was elected president, and many Texans wished to be part of the United States. Unfortunately, the United States declined, leaving Texas an independent republic. This event caused change because without the Texas Revolution, the United States wouldn't have Texas as part of the Union. Although they did not accept them at first, Texas soon became a state of the United States of America.